to box out a little bit better as well today. Bologna. Yakin Dogu Universitesi secured 13 offensive rebounds in the first game to show just why they're one of the leaders in the competition on the offensive glass, with 11.4 per game. Compare that to just 7.5 for Bologna. And well, I've already mentioned Courtney van der Sloot, but she will need to be stopped. She is now officially the most efficient player in the competition this season, with an average efficiency score per game of 21.3. She was magnificent in the first leg. I think Bologna will be absolutely delighted that they come into the second leg just 4 points behind. Ayhan Avci was interviewed before this game and said that she didn't think they could have played much worse in the first leg, but even though we played terrible, we only lost by a difference of 4 points, so they must be pretty happy that the deficit is so small. Well, it was a fairly hostile environment as well in Kayseri during the first leg, and you'd imagine it's going to be fairly similar here today as well. So the two sides just having some last-minute instructions by their respective coaches, and we can get underway. They've met each other a lot recently, these two sides. It's not the first major final of the season between them. They obviously know each other well from their KBSL meetings, but they also contested the decisive game in the prestigious Turkish Cup last month as well. That went the way of Yakin Dogu Universitesi. They completed a one-sided 77-61 success on that occasion to take the trophy for the first time. And they're now looking for more history as they continue to emerge as, well, a potential new powerhouse of the women's game, really. They've managed to disrupt the long-standing status quo of either Fenerbahce or Galatasaray being the traditional rulers of Istanbul and Turkish women's basketball. Whereas Bologna, well, they've always threatened success domestically, and in EuroCup women's, they certainly look to lay some ghosts to rest. They've lost their previous two finals in the competition. So will it be third time lucky? Well, time will tell. We're just about to get started. It's a 73-69 advantage heading into the second leg to Yakin Dogu Universitesi. Angelica Robinson already picking up her first rebound, a first of many, you'd imagine, throughout the match today. Foul is called, it's been called on Ann Voters.
Bellona AGÜ'nün birinci takım faul.
She was quiet in the first leg, really, for her standards, was Ann Voters. She'll certainly be hoping to have much more of an impact today. Catch and shoot is just short. Easy rebound this time for Lara Sanders. And Chelsea Gray can bring it forward. She was the star, really, on offense in leg one. 21 points for Chelsea Gray. Here's Sanders now up the other end, tries to bank it in, instead just goes straight forward, and the first points go the way of Bellona. So just the start that they were after. It's van der Sloot. The ball will spend a lot of time in her hands today. Great hands, throws it out. This will be a two if it goes. It does. The toe was just inside the line. Well, it's gone down as a three, but that will certainly be corrected. I'm pretty much 100% sure the toe was on the line. I'd be surprised if that stays as a three for too much longer. Yeah, it has been corrected to a two. Looking to respond there, and was dragged out of bounds. Last touch off. Just trying to see which way the official points. I think Bologna have kept it. So tell us more. Yeah, maybe last touch just off Hollingsworth. So 14-second reset. Voters looks to try and open her account, and she does. So Ann Voters off the mark. Van der Sloot. Essence Carson. Marshalled all the way by Voters. The three is up, just off target. Easy rebound, and now Bellona in transition down the other end. Chelsea Gray. He's got two women on it. Has to try and come back outside. Gray had the option to give it to Voters. No one went with Voters, and that's way too easy. And Bellona off to a really good start here. They lead by 6 points to 2, and on aggregate, that means we're all square. Courtney van der Sloot. For two, long two is good. And Angelica Robinson is off and running. It's been a good start for both these sides. Both seem to have come out firing, shooting the ball well. There have just been a few nerves, a little bit of tension early on here, but it's not looking that way. And this time, Tanisha Wright knocks down a two. Van der Sloot. Essence Carson, a foul has been called inside. I think it's been called on Chelsea Gray. Gray had 21 points. Van der Sloot was the highest scorer in leg one. She had 25 points, also 5 assists as well, and 4 steals. It was a tremendous all-round performance from Courtney van der Sloot in the first leg. Here she is. Another foul has been called inside. I think this one's gone on Jelena Dubljevic, who was really quiet in the first leg. She was certainly one of the women everyone was looking out for. Stolen away. Dubljevic. Oh, wonderful pass underneath, and well, it's just not good enough on the defensive end. Just completely escaped the attention, and it's an easy two for Lara Sanders, and the lead is 6 now, so Bellona are ahead on aggregate. They trailed by 4 coming into it, so now they lead by 2. Another miss by Yakin Dogu Universitesi. Here is Chelsea Gray. He's got 2 on her again. It seems to be a bit of a theme. Wonderful pass and an easy 2. It's Tanisha Wright again. What a start it has been for Bellona, and it wouldn't surprise me if a timeout is called fairly swiftly for Yakin Dogu, because they're not started great here, although Courtney van der Sloot looks to try and change that. So Courtney van der Sloot is off and running, reduces the arrears to 6, 12 points to 6 in Bellona's favour. The ball again in the hands of Tanisha Wright. Chelsea Gray again, 2 people come straight out to her. She fakes, throws up the 2, just a little long and couldn't quite find the rebound. Kayla McBride now has not really had the chance to get the ball in her hands, and when she does, she throws it away. And Tanisha Wright is there to steal it back for Bellona. Almost played 5 minutes in this opening quarter. Bellona 12, Yakin Dogu Universitesi 6. Good block. Rejected by Essence Carson, and van der Sloot can bring it clear. This will be a 3. If it goes, it's soft target, and good rebound by Lara Sanders. And Voters, who's already got 4 points for Bellona. Tanisha Wright throws up the 2. This one's off target. Easy rebound for Angelica Robinson. Van der Sloot trying to orchestrate traffic, with Voters and Chelsea Gray come up to her. Essence Carson now, feint with the 3. This time the 3 looks good, it's just a little long. And an easy rebound for Tanisha Wright. Really struggling early on here are Yakin Dogu Universitesi. to try and slow it down. Voters comes out with the pick and roll. Chelsea Gray throws up the 2, she was fouled, and she will head to the line. Chelsea Gray. Foul called on Courtney van der Sloot. So Angelica Robinson checks out. She's a really good free throw shooter is Chelsea Gray. She's shot it at 90% from the line so far this season, and makes no mistake with either of those, so increases the lead to 8. Just the start that Bellona wanted. Here's van der Sloot again, has got a lot of white shirts on her for company, and she's thrown it out of bounds. Hollingsworth couldn't quite bring the ball in, so it's another turnover. Pass out to Chelsea Gray. He's got van der Sloot for company, in traffic, just throws it away. Van der Sloot can now bring it forward in transition, looking for some fast break points. It's blocked, rejected beautifully, and now it's Bellona down the other end. And the last touch was off Kayla McBride, I think, so Bellona will keep it. Great defense. Still 18 seconds on the shot clock. They may not need it though, as Tanisha Wright, just a little heavy, but grabs her own rebound and is fouled, and will head to the line and shoot 2.
Tanisha Wright, iki serbest atış kullanacak.
Tanisha Wright was very quiet in the first leg. She just had 2 points in over 26.5 minutes. Very unlike her. Averaging 11 points per game this season is Tanisha Wright. Dubljevic only had 7 as well. That's well below her standards. The 2 is off target, and Wright is there again to bring down the rebound, and the bench just telling them to try and slow it down, but why bother when you can do that? It's another 2 points. What a start it has been for Bellona. They lead by 12 here early on. And Yakin Dogu, well, they're still in the changing room at the moment, and a timeout has been called, the first of this quarter. Bellona will certainly be the happier of the 2 sides.
Alkışlarla dönüyor Bologna Yakin Dogu Universitesi.
Very concerned, Zafer Kalaicioglu. It's been such a slow start for Yakin Dogu Universitesi, and they've nearly thrown it away again there. Tanisha Wright got a hand to it. Van der Sloot just throws up a little teardrop, gets it to go. Can't really afford Courtney Van der Sloot that amount of space. Continuously hurt you, so the lead is back up to 10, 18-8. Over 2.5 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Tries to go coast to coast, drives to the lane and puts in the two. It's just so easy at the moment for Bellona. Really got to try and tighten up on the defensive end here. Here's Carson. Trying to go herself, throws it back outside, only throws it straight into the hands of Chelsea Gray. Gray looking to go coast to coast herself, is fouled, makes the two. And one coming up for Chelsea Gray, who was the star performer in the first leg. And things just go from bad to worse for Yakin Dogu Universitesi at the moment. And she makes it a three-point play as well. It's been an incredible start for Bellona. 23 points to 8, the lead. Here's McBride. McBride throws up the little floater, can't get it to go, catches her own rebound and puts in the follow-up. So Kayla McBride has her first points today. It's Chelsea Gray looking to try and go round Elderbrink. The foul is called, the bucket won't count. It's personal on Ellen Elderbrink. Dubljevic. I think she just tried to get some contact there, try and win a foul, but instead the foul is called on Gunay. So another timeout has been called, this time by Bellona. So how can Yakin Dogu finish this first quarter? Can they just try and get something going? Well, getting the ball into the hands of Kayla McBride will probably help them. 4 points now for McBride. 3 rebounds as well. The lead is still 11 for Bellona. So they lead by 7 on aggregate. What a pass that is And Tanisha Wright tried to reverse in the layup, just couldn't get it to go, and now McBride down the other end, steps back, fadeaway twos, not good. And Chelsea Gray collects the rebound inside the final 45 seconds or so in this opening quarter. Dubljevic is fouled and will head to the line and shoot a couple. Well, Vandersloot's just got to be a little careful. She's had a few already. No real surprise to see her taken out of the game. So in comes Angelica Robinson. She makes both. And the travelling Bellona supporters at the moment are very, very satisfied with what they've seen. It's about a 15 second difference between the shot and the game clock. So a chance for a 2-for-1 here. They've thrown it out of bounds again. Yelena Luchanka just couldn't quite bring in the pass. It wasn't the best pass to her by Elderbrink. So now there's a 2-second difference between shot and game clock, or perhaps a 3. Chelsea Gray just trying to tick down the clock. They lead by 13, Bellona. Gray trying to go herself. Fadeaway 2 is just off target. Luchanka is there to bring in the rebound, and they've got 3 seconds to go. They had a bit more time, and they nearly make it from the half court. It was hit and out from Essence Carson. In the end, it's a bit of a nightmare first quarter for Yakin Dogu Universitesi. But it's exactly what Bellona AGÜ were wanting there. Perfect start for them. At the end of the first quarter, they lead by 25 points to 12.
Sevgili Yankin Dogu Universitesi ilk karşılaşmada rakibimizi Kayseri'de 73-69 mağlup etmeyi başarmıştı. Final serisinde ikinci maça ilk periyoda tam olarak istediğimiz gibi başlayamadık. Sizlerin desteği son derece önemli. İkinci periyotta desteğimizi arttırmanızı bekliyoruz. İkinci periyot başlarken çok güzel alkışlar ekledik. Bir kez daha Yankin Dogu Üniversitesi için.
So a 13-point advantage in leg 2 for Bellona AGÜ, meaning they lead on aggregate. They came into this one trailing by 4. Great pass and an easy 2. That's the start they wanted in this second quarter. Bonitra Hollingsworth. Can Bologna continue to be as impressive as they were in the first, and also will Yakin Dogu Universitesi be as bad as they were? You'd expect not. I have to imagine their level will improve. The shot clock was down to 5, but they've still got it. Someone needs to get the shot away, and I don't think it's going to count. So good defense from Yakin Dogu there. 24-second violation. Ellen Elderbrink. Marshalled all the way. There's a foul inside. Kayla McBride drew the foul, just trying to see who it's been called on. So 14-second reset for Yakin Dogu. Throw it out to Essence Carson, who's left it completely uncontested and knocks down the 2. And just the start that the hosts were after in this second quarter. Reduced the arrears to just 9 now. Foul was called on Tanisha Wright. By the way, here is Ann Voters, marshalled all the way by Angelica Robinson, who just did enough to put her off, missed the right hook 2. Elderbrink throws it back outside. She can have as much time as she wants and is way off target. And Bonitra Hollingsworth tried to grab the offensive board. And Yakin Dogu will keep it. It's Carson. Kayla McBride is buzz around all over it. Sanders, sorry, throws the 3 from way downtown. Air ball. Well, the shot clock was counting down. She knew she had to try and get the shot away. Not even close on that occasion. So good defense from Bologna. Chelsea Gray throws it to Sanders. 3-2 zone here. Yakin Dogu. Chelsea Gray again has it knocked out of her hands, so Bologna will keep the ball. It's Tanisha Wright. 4 rebounds already for Wright. Throws up the long 2, is way off target. Easy rebound for Essence Carson. Bologna still yet to register in this second quarter. All 25 points coming in the opening. Kayla McBride calling Angelica Robinson to come and set a screen. She did so. Elderbrink throws up the 2. And it's another 24-second violation. So Yakin Dogu will turn it over this time. Tanisha Wright to Ann Voters. Chelsea Gray, great pass underneath. Tanisha Wright tries to bank in the 2, gets the roll. And Bologna have made it a double-digit ball game again. Their lead is 11. Great pass underneath, just found Tanisha Wright in so much space. Carlsen looking to try and respond for the home side. Elderbrink is fouled.
Bellona AGÜ'nün 3. kadro faul.
So Mona Mazic called on the foul. We haven't seen too much of her yet. She was sensational in the first leg, was Mona Mazic.
Bellona AGÜ'nün için çıkarıcı 30 numara Tanisha Wright, yanıcı 10 numara Yakin Dogu Universitesi.
Seven from 7 from the field as Carlsen throws up the 3, off target, easy rebound for Voters. Hands it straight to Chelsea Gray. Voters again. Such a good game against Yakin Dogu domestically at the weekend. Looking to try and replicate that today. It's been a little quiet so far. 4 points and 1 rebound for Anne Voters, but she is 2 from 3 from the field. Shot clock down to 4. Just got to be a little careful of this. It's another foul call. This time on Olkay Jakir. Another 2 is good. And Voters now with 6 points. And the lead is back up to 13. 29 points to 16. Elderbrink. Hollingsworth tries to get the 2 off in traffic and makes it. That wasn't easy at all, but made to look so. Chelsea Gray looking to try and orchestrate something, tapping her head with her left hand. This is something they've drawn up. Dublievich throws it back outside. Gray for 3 is just off target, and Dublievich, well, there's a bit of confusion here. I think Gray perhaps thought that she was fouled throwing up the 3. Just waiting to see what the official chooses here. I think Bellona have got it back, have they? Oh yeah, they were just waiting to see whether the ball came off the rim, which it did before the shot clock wound down. So Bellona do have it back, otherwise of course it would have been a 24-second violation. And it doesn't matter anyway, because an offensive foul has been called on Jelena Dublievich. So they've turned it over. Elderbrink throws up the uncontested 2, can't get the roll. Easy rebounds. As Chelsea Gray drives to the lane and just about gets the roll. Gray is beginning to take over. 9 points already for Chelsea Gray, who had 21 in the first leg. Hollingsworth can't get it to go. Transition down the other end. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half, and so far it couldn't be going much better for Bellona. Sanders now thought about throwing up the 2. They don't mind Lara Sanders doing that. Chelsea Gray, they wouldn't mind. Throws it outside in traffic, can't find the pass. And a foul has been called anyway. and Bologna will turn it over. So Courtney Vandersloot is back on the floor. She's got herself into a bit of foul trouble early on, did Courtney Vandersloot. Luchanka tries to get it with the left hand and does. Difficult shot made to look easy by Yelena Luchanka. Just got to try and stay in touch here. They've turned it over again. This will be a 3 if it goes. Just comes up short, but offensive rebound. They'll have another go. That's something that Bologna were going to have to try and sort out in the second leg if they were to stand any chance. They couldn't allow Yakin Dogu as many offensive rebounds as they did in leg one. So timeout has been called, with Bologna 31 points to 20 in front. So 3 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the first half. Bologna 31, Yakin Dogu 20. So the lead is 11. Oh, they're a little lucky that the ball finds Tanisha Wright. Voters for 3 is off target. And Luchanka is there to eventually pick up the defensive rebound. Carson. Vandersloot wants it once more. Here she is. In a quiet start for Courtney Vandersloot, looking to try and influence things now. Throws up the 2 is off target. Easy rebound for Yelena Dublievich. Turn in traffic, Dublievich gets it to go. Already having more of an impact in the early stages than she did in the first leg, Yelena Dublievich. No foul called on Vandersloot. Vandersloot still got it, throws up the little floater, can't get it to go. Lara Sanders is there to grab the rebound and draws the foul as well. Great work underneath by Lara Sanders. There's another foul called on Courtney Vandersloot. So Vandersloot checks out again. Elderbrink is back in. Tanisha Wright. Puts it right again, looking to try and drive to the lane, throws it back outside, just can't get it to go. Now Kayla McBride. Elderbrink. The 2 is good. So Chalar is off and running and reduces the arrears to 11. 33-22. Voters looks to try and set the pick and roll. Right, throws it back to Chelsea Gray. Gray had Elderbrink all over it. Dubljevic for 3 is off target. Easy rebound for Luchanka. Inside the final 90 seconds or so of the first half. Elderbrink looking to try and reduce the arrears. That's wonderful defense by Chelsea Gray, who strips it out of the hands of Elderbrink. Now Dubljevic for 2. Well, she had plenty more time. Here's Elderbrink again. Throws it up, comes up way short. Last touch off Luchanka. I think Luchanka is saying that she wanted the pass a little bit earlier. Just the block by Chelsea Gray. All ball. And voters can't allow to take their foot off the gas at all here, Bellona. Should be a long 2 if it goes. It doesn't. And the rebound, last touch was off Dubljevic, so Yakin Dogu will get it back.
Yakin Dogu Universitesi 3.
There's only about a second
Bellona AGÜ
between the shot and the game clock here. But it's an opportunity for Yakin Dogu to try and at least make it a single-digit game. The lead is just 11 at the moment. Shakir. He's looking to try and slow it down. The clock was wrong. There's actually about a 3-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Shakir still waits for the pass. Essence Carson, it's blocked again, but she gets it back. 1 second on the clock and gets it to go. She did so well to recover there, Essence Carson. After her first shot was blocked, she managed to get the ball back and then threw up the 2, which was nothing but. So it is, once again, just a single-digit ball game. And that will be that for the first half by the looks of it. Well, Bellona will be pretty happy still. 33 points to 24 they lead. Remember, they trailed by 4 coming into this one after the first leg. So as things stand, it is Bellona AGÜ who would win this final. Still plenty more basketball to come. Make sure that you join us again in around 10 minutes time as the second half will get underway. 33-24 to Bellona AGÜ. Okay, welcome back everybody to Istanbul. Third quarter just about to get underway, and it is beautifully balanced here. Bologna leading Yakin Dogu Universitesi 33-24 today. Of course, Yakin came into this one with a 4-point aggregate lead. So at the moment, it is Bellona AGÜ who would be crowned champions if the score remained the same. They have led by double digits for the majority of that first half, but Yakin Dogu just about managed to make it a single-digit game right at the end of that second quarter. Chelsea Gray has led the way for Bologna. She's got 9 points personal. Essence Carson is doing the damage for Yakin Dogu. She's got 6. And Sanders as well, 6 rebounds already. And it's Yakin Dogu who have the ball in hand to get the third quarter underway. There is Carson again, throws up the long 2, way off target. Hollingsworth just couldn't quite bring in the rebound. Sanders. Just about managed to keep it, tries to throw it to Tanisha Wright, but instead just threw it straight to Quinitra Hollingsworth. So another turnover, this time for Bologna. Is Luchanka. Luchanka trying to go to work, is fouled, and Luchanka will head to the line and shoot a couple.
Bellona AGÜ'nün birinci takım var. Yelena Luchanka. 2 saniye sonra Yelena Luchanka.
The crowd certainly not quite as hostile as it was in Kayseri last week, but they're doing their best to try and get behind Yakin Dogu. Splits the free throws, 1 from 2.
Şimdi savunmaya destek zamanı.
So the lead is just 8 now. It's Tanisha Wright. Wright for 3, looks good. Straight in. Tanisha Wright. Could be a big time 3 that for Bologna. And makes it a double-digit game once again. 36-25. And voters can't quite believe that a whistle has come there. Foul has gone on Chelsea Gray. Here's Hollingsworth. Needs some help, eventually gets it with Essence Carson. The shot clock's down to 3. Carson throws it up, but an easy rebound for Ann Voters. It's Tanisha Wright. Plenty of space. They don't mind her having that, well they should do, as Laura Sanders knocks down the 2. So it's a nice start for Bologna to start off this third quarter. And they've turned it over again Yakin Dogu, so a chance for Bellona on the fast break, but a foul is called. And it's been called on Kayla McBride. Just a reminder that nobody else has beaten Yakin Dogu Universitesi on the road this season. They've never lost a EuroCup women's game on their own floor, have Yakin Dogu Universitesi. So this is something that would completely go against history if Bologna can continue to do what they're doing at the moment. Sanders throws it out to Dubljevic. Dubljevic throws up the two, can't get it to go, but they'll get it back. It's an offensive rebound. Chelsea Gray. Shot clock is down to 3. Someone needs to throw it up. Sanders does just that. Off target though, and Luchanka can grab the board. There's Luchanka. Essence Carson. Well, they're just giving her the long two. Not sure that's the greatest of ideas. She misses, and Luchanka grabbed the rebound but was fouled as she went to put the layup in, and she will head to the line.
Bellona AGÜ 3. takım faul. Yankin Dogu ilk kez daha çizgide 2 serbest vuruş kullanacak.
They met each other last weekend in the Turkish league, and Bellona won that one 76-74 in a really dramatic game. Mentioned the only cup competition they've also played this season in the Turkish Cup. It was Yakin Dogu who won that one quite convincingly as well. Here's Laura Sanders. Throws the ball out of bounds. She just apologises to her teammates, so turnover is what Yakin Dogu wanted. That's what they've got. And now they need to try and make it count up the other end. Elderbrink tried to go inside out. Carson helps it on to Elderbrink. And there it is, knocks it down. Essence Carson again. And that should get the fans going. A big time 3 for Essence Carson. He's got 9 points personal now. And they've reduced the arrears to just 8. And voters. Chelsea Gray looking to respond with the 3 of her own, is just off target, and the rebound though finds its way into the hands of voters. It's Tanisha Wright. Wright throws up the little 2, can't get it to go. Hollingsworth is battling with Sanders for the rebound, and I think Yakin Dogu have got it back here. You've really just got to keep adding 4 points onto Yakin Dogu's score after the 4-point advantage they took in to this second leg. Bellona already in the penalty with still 5 minutes 37 seconds left in this third quarter. So Hollingsworth heads to the line. Makes the second. It's essentially Bellona with a 3-point advantage on aggregate. 38-31 in the second leg. Just over 5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Voters. Chelsea Gray just looking to try and slow it down. Gray driving to the lane, helps it off to Voters. He's got Hollingsworth all over it. Tanisha Wright for three is good. It's another big-time three for Tanisha Wright. Just when Yakin Dogu looked as though they were making some kind of move, Tanisha Wright knocks down a three and again makes it a double-digit game in the second leg. 41-31 now. Carson looking to respond with a three of her own, off target, and Voters with the rebound. So Tanisha Wright has 12 points now. She's knocked down a couple of big threes. There's Chelsea Gray. Good little injection of pace there by Gray. The rebound falls straight into the hands of Essence Carson though. Carson trying to drive to the lane, rejected away. Great defense again. So Courtney Vandersloot has checked back in. She got herself into a whole heap of foul trouble early on, so she's only played 11 minutes out there so far, has Courtney Vandersloot, who was the star in the first leg. Haven't quite seen the same so far in the second leg, but you just have the feeling that she will make an impression somewhere along the line as Kayla McBride's three is off target. Luchanka should have grabbed the rebound, but the ball will remain in the hands of Yakin Dogu. Inbounds to Kayla McBride. To Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth puts in the two. Makes it an 8-point game. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Neither side have ever lifted this trophy before in their history. Sanders in traffic, throws up the two, makes the two. And again, everything that Yakin Dogu are throwing at Bellona, they seem to have an answer for at the moment. They're not allowing them to get too close. And I think an offensive foul has been called here. Just trying to see what happened. Yeah, it's been called on Hollingsworth, I think. It's an illegal screen on Tanisha Wright. So a chance for Bellona to add to their lead once again. It's 10 at the moment. And Sanders from a long way out, can't get the two to go. Vandersloot with the rebound. Luchanka responds, and Luchanka knocks it down. So she's got 7 points now, has Luchanka. Again, just cuts the lead to 8. Thought about passing instead, just throws down another two, and it's another sucker punch to Yakin Dogu, who, although they keep making, they're a little slack on the defensive end at the moment, and they're allowing Bellona to continuously answer back. Vandersloot looking to try and have some kind of influence in this game. Shot clock is down to 2. Someone needs to get it away. The three from way downtown is off target. Offensive rebound by Yelena Luchanka though. Elderbrink for 2, no good. And Voters is there with the rebound. So it's another miss from Yakin Dogu Universitesi. Great defense by Vandersloot. Throws it to Chelsea Gray. The shot clock's down to 4. Chelsea Gray throws it out. The three is on its way. Air ball. And 24-second violation for Bellona. And a timeout has been called here. The lead is still 10 for Bellona. Oh no, apologies, thought a timeout had been called. It hasn't. So we continue with just over 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Kayla McBride. McBride, great hands, throws up the two from the foul line, can't get it to go. Rebound by Luchanka, she can't get it to go, but she stripped it back. Great work by Yelena Luchanka, who didn't give up on it. And again, makes it a single-digit game. They need to try and get a stop, though. Bologna have responded almost every time. What a pass that is by Chelsea Gray, and it's another two. Lara Sanders this time knocks it down, but what a pass by Chelsea Gray, just behind the back, completely disguised. The only person on her wavelength was Lara Sanders. Foul called on Dubljevic. So the lead on aggregate is 6 at the moment for Bologna. Luchanka's going to take a seat. She's had a really good game so far. 9 points, 8 rebounds, so she's not far off a double-double. And Van der Sloot heads to the line, just 4 points today. Make that 5. Can't convert the second, so just 1 of 2. Van der Sloot had 25 in the first leg, remember. Just 5 points today, and we've got just 40-odd seconds left in the third quarter. It's the highest efficiency level of anyone in this year's competition, does Courtney Van der Sloot. Throws it back outside, the 3. What a sucker punch this would be. Can't get it to go. Hollingsworth grabs the rebound, and there's about a 3-second difference between the shot and the game clock. Van der Sloot is fouled. So Van der Sloot will head to the line once again. Getting frustrated with herself, just certainly doesn't look anywhere near as confident as she was in that first leg, where almost everything she threw up went in. Makes 1 from 2 again. So reduces the arrears to 8 points, which they've done on a number of occasions during this third quarter, but almost every time it's got to 8 within a couple of seconds, it's gone back to double digits again. Oh, and what a huge moment that could be. Chelsea Gray just throws it straight out of bounds. Tanisha Wright wasn't even looking, so they've just gifted another opportunity here for Yakin Dogu. So a real opportunity to get the lead down to just 6 or something, perhaps even 5. So we've got 14 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Yakin Dogu with the ball back. Going to be Kayla McBride to inbound, although the official just having a word with Lara Sanders. Not quite sure what's going on here. But Lara Sanders is leaving the floor. So Una is the one that checks back in. So McBride will inbound to Hollingsworth. Can they punish Bellona for that really lackadaisical bit of play there? Although, no, they can't, because an offensive foul has been called, and that is really sloppy from Yakin Dogu. Yeah, raised her hands Can't argue at all there, Angelica Robinson. That's so disappointing for Yakin Dogu, an opportunity to reduce the gap to 5 or 6 there, and now they may find themselves 10 points back again. Maybe even 11 if the 3 goes. It doesn't, and that will be that for the third quarter. So they've narrowed the gap a little bit. They'll go into the final quarter 8 points back here, Yakin Dogu Universitesi. 39-47 at the end of the third.
Dördüncü periyot başlamak üzere. Dördüncü periyot başlamadan önce hep birlikte çok güçlü alkışlar bir kez daha Yakin Dogu Üniversitesi için.
So the final quarter just about to get underway in this year's EuroCup Women's Final. Second leg. Bellona leading by 8 on the day. They trailed by 4 coming into it. They lead by 4 on aggregate. Yeah, last touch was off. Well, it's gone Bellona's way. I was adamant that the last touch was off Yakin Dogu there. You can completely understand why Tanisha Wright is so annoyed. How obvious a decision is that? Well, just how crucial could that be? So an immediate turnover. Throws it back outside for 3. Comes up short. And a foul underneath. Foul has been called on Lara Sanders. Throws it up in traffic, air ball, Tanisha Wright. Well, bit of a lapse in concentration there for Tanisha Wright. A couple of times now in the last minute or so. So Yakin Dogu get the ball back again. It's another opportunity that perhaps they shouldn't have, and Kayla McBride punishes them this time. You cannot allow Yakin Dogu that many chances, because sooner or later they will hurt you. And that's exactly what they've done. So the lead is just 6 on the day. It's now 2 on aggregate for Bellona. It is going right down to the wire. And Voters throws it out to Tanisha Wright, looking to try and make up for that error. Shot clock down to 1. They just about get it away in time, and Chelsea Gray knocks it down. Well, Yakin Dogu thought they'd done enough, but Chelsea Gray, clutch as you like, makes the lead 8 again. Kayla McBride from the foul line is off target. Hollingsworth, though, grabs the offensive rebound. Great defense, but at the second time of asking, Hollingsworth knocks it in and reduces the arrears to 6 once again. You just cannot call this. 49-43. Remember, just to keep adding 4 points to Yakin Dogu's score there. It's technically 47-49. So Bologna would still be champions if the margin remains as it is. What a shot that was by Chelsea Gray, under enormous pressure in traffic. Is Elderbrink to Van der Sloot. Yeah, Hollingsworth is claiming that it was kicked out of bounds by a Bellona player, which the officials agree with. So the home side will get it back. Into Hollingsworth, it's way too easy again. And Quanitra Hollingsworth has 9 points now. And on aggregate, we're all tied up. It's 49-45 on the day. Bologna leading by 4, they trailed by 4 coming into it. So on aggregate, there is nothing to choose between them. And a timeout has been called.
Şimdi Cafera'da, tübin arabada, alkışlarla tempo.
Well, you've got to hand it to Yakin Dogu Universitesi because they've been trailing by a substantial margin throughout the majority of this match. They've kept plugging away, and now they trail by just 4 on the day, and there's nothing to separate them on aggregate. It is all tied up, and it's another miss for Bologna. Courtney van der Sloot can bring it forward in transition down the other end, and a foul is called on Ann Voters. Inbounds, Hollingsworth again, just finds way too much space. And Quanitra Hollingsworth is almost single-handedly dragging Yakin Dogu back into this one. And for the first time all match really, Yakin Dogu are ahead on aggregate. And it's another turnover by Bologna. Everything going the way of the home side at the moment. Courtney van der Sloot to Hollingsworth again. Hollingsworth has 13 for the match. And it's a one-woman show at the moment. Quanitra Hollingsworth. 5 rebounds, 13 points. And Yakin Dogu lead by 4 on aggregate now. outscored them 10 points to 2 in this final quarter so far. And it's becoming a little clearer now as to why this Yakin Dogu Universitesi side have been so dominant at home. They've never lost at home in this competition. Chelsea Gray, fadeaway 2 is off target. They were going in the early stages. Van der Sloot is beginning to have more of an impact as well now. Hollingsworth comes out. Van der Sloot trying to go herself. Needs some help, throws it back out to Kayla McBride. McBride running down a blind alley. Hollingsworth may as well throw it up because she cannot miss at the moment. And it's another 2 for Quenitra Hollingsworth, who's the game's high scorer now with 15. And incredibly, they lead by 6 on aggregate now to Yakin Dogu. Tanisha Wright. Foul is called on Kayla McBride. So Tanisha Wright goes to take a seat. Bellona just need to find a bucket just to try and stop the rot here. It's just been slowly building in the 4.5 minutes we've played in this final quarter. It's another 2 off target. It's another big play from Quenitra Hollingsworth, and Angelica Robinson puts in the 2. Anne Voters just stands there with her hands on her head. She cannot believe what's going on out there. It's a 14-2 run in this 4th quarter for Yakin Dogu. Incredibly, they lead by 8 on aggregate. Is there any way back for Bellona? They've got 5 minutes to do something. A 3 would help. A 3 is off target. And the officials have called a foul. The anxiety on the faces of the Bellona players there on the bench. It's frightening how quickly basketball matches can change. Bellona led 25 points to 12 after the first quarter. They had a 13-point lead. They had a 9-point lead at the end of the second quarter. They had an 8-point lead at the end of the third, and we're not even halfway through the fourth, and they trail by 4. Here's Anne Voters. Last touch was off Bahar Chala. So Bellona will keep it. Absolutely desperate for some points. There's 2 points in this 4th quarter. They've got 9 seconds on the shot clock. And Voters turns in traffic and is accused of travelling. It's another turnover, and things just go from bad to worse for Bellona. Throws up the 3, it's good. And surely there's no way back. Okay, Jakir with a hammer blow. And it's a double-digit lead on aggregate now for Yakin Dogu as a timeout is called. They lead by 7 in the second leg. They lead by 11 on aggregate. And what can Bellona AGÜ find in the final 4 and a bit minutes here?
Alkışlarla birlikte bir kez daha Yakin Dogu Üniversitesi için mola dönüşünde şimdi savunma zamanı, şimdi savunmaya destek zamanı.
I'm sure there were many people inside this arena only 20 minutes or so ago that were a little nervous, a little worried about what was happening out there, but absolutely not anymore. This has been some turnaround by Yakin Dogu. The Turkish Cup final last month, it was Yakin Dogu that won that 77 points to 61. And it looks as though they're on their way to picking up their first ever EuroCup women's final as well. Another uncontested three is just short, but Hollingsworth is there again, although Luchanka has it stripped away from her. It's a turnover and Luchanka makes up for her error and wins the ball back for Yakin Dogu, and quite rightly Olcay Çakır just says, let's just slow things down. We're in no rush at all anymore. The lead is 9 on aggregate for the home side. And a travel has been called, so Yakin Dogu will turn it over again. Can't afford to take their foot off the gas though here, Yakin Dogu. We've seen how quickly this game can change. It's Chelsea great. They need her just to get hot. Foul has been called. Yakin Dogu in the penalty, so it allows a trip to the line, and well, they need to try and make all of these. Not really allow any misses. So she makes 1 from 2. They trail by 4 on the day, they trail by 8 on aggregate. Kayla McBride has it stripped away from her, but a great hustle. And Olcay Çakır keeps the ball for Yakin Dogu. Elderbrink to Luchanka, throws up the 2, way short. Luchanka grabs her own rebound, puts in the 2. And Yelena Luchanka has been superb today. 11 points, 8 rebounds for Luchanka. Voters tries to respond and does. Luchanka didn't register a point in the first leg, so what a difference it's been in the second, and another timeout has been called.
Just wanna make you sweat. I just wanna make you sweat.
Sevgili Yakin Dogu Üniversitesi'nden ilk maçta ikinci maça taşıdığımız 4 sayılık bir avantajımız vardı. Yaklaşık son 3 dakikalık bölüme girmek üzereyiz normal sürede. 58-54 üstünlüğümüz var rakibimiz Bellona AGÜ karşısında. Kupayı Yakin Dogu Üniversitesi'nin kazanacağına inananlar ayağa kalkabilir mi lütfen? Çok güçlü alkışlar Yakin Dogu Üniversitesi için.
So just over 2.5 minutes remaining. Bellona need to go ballistic in these final few minutes. They trail by 8 on aggregate, so they need something to happen. They need a minor miracle. It can be done. We've seen just how quickly things can change. But at the moment, you just feel perhaps the state of mind that a lot of Bologna players are in may not allow them to do it. Because I'm sure at some stage during the match so far, a lot of the Bologna players perhaps thought that this was over, although a foot out of bounds, so they have turned it over. A little sloppy by Kayla McBride there. It's Chelsea Gray. Gray, long two, off target, and Hollingsworth has just dominated this game in the final quarter. She has been absolutely magnificent, and she's there again, not just on the glass, but on the offensive end as well. It's been a stunning performance from her. 15 points and 8 rebounds for Quenitra Hollingsworth. Just about got it over the half court in time. Elderbrink to Luchanka. Luchanka throws up the 2, it's good! Nonchalant from Luchanka, and she continues her tremendous game that she's had so far. 13 points for her, 9 rebounds. She's a rebound away from a big-time double-double, and we've got just under 2 minutes to play. The lead is 10 on aggregate. Can there be a 10-point swing in the final 1 minute and 50 seconds? Lara Sanders. Sanders very nearly throws it away. Chelsea Gray for 3 is just a little short, but she grabs her own rebound and is fouled. So Bologna will keep the ball. Need all of these, and it's another miss for Chelsea Gray. I'm saying in the first half that she's normally a terrific free throw shooter, and she's missed both at a crucial moment. The Yakin Dogu supporters are delighted with that. And again, quite rightly, Olcay Çakır just slows things down. They're in no rush at all now. It looks as though this is going to be the 3rd EuroCup women's final that Bologna will be on the losing end of. And Hollingsworth grabs the rebound, is fouled, and will head to the line. She has been everywhere, Quenitra Hollingsworth. And it looks as though it's going to be a race between her and Luchanka to decide who gets to the double-double first. 15 points, 9 rebounds for Hollingsworth. Although Luchanka has checked out, so she's not actually on the floor at the moment.
Kısıtlamalı alan ihlali hücum hakem Bellona AGÜ.
No Turkish club has won the EuroCup women since 2009 when Galatasaray lifted the title. Bologna respond with 2 points of their own, but you just feel as though this game is done. We're inside the final 60 seconds. The lead is 9 on aggregate. Well, Bologna won't want to be reminded of their 2012 final, where they won their first leg of the encounter against Dinamo Kursk by 14 points, but they still couldn't lift the title. Well, they were in control for large periods of this game as well. And it looks as though they're not going to lift the title again here. Chelsea Gray knocks down the 2. So the match is back to 3. On aggregate is 7. Now we've got 25 seconds to play.
Alkışlarla dönüyor Bologna Yakin Dogu Universitesi.
They had to foul, and Laura Sanders does just that.
15 Laura Sanders, 5. Bellona AGÜ'de 15 tane oyun dışı kalan oyuncu olmuş Laura Sanders.
Caleb McBride with the opportunity to extend their lead even further. Don't want to give Bellona any kind of hope whatsoever of getting back into this. 20 seconds left on the clock. It's a 9-point lead on aggregate. Just don't want to do anything stupid. Bellona need points, they need them quickly as well. Voters throws it out. Try and need a 3, they need someone to shoot the ball. Can't afford to waste this many seconds. It's another miss. And another miss, and Hollingsworth, unsurprisingly, is there. It's a double-double for Quanitra Hollingsworth, and that is that. It's a first ever title, a EuroCup women's title for Yakin Dogu Universitesi. They are beginning to become a dominant force in Turkish basketball. Gone are the days when the likes of Galatasaray and Fenerbahce were dominating everything. It's now the likes of Yakin Dogu Universitesi and Bologna, and you've got to feel so sorry for Bellona AGÜ. It's their 3rd EuroCup women's final, and it's the 3rd time that they've been runners-up. They led for large periods during this match, and they just couldn't find a way of getting it done. You've got to give Yakin Dogu Universitesi huge credit though, the way they kept fighting, they kept battling, they always believed. They trailed by 13 points at the end of the first quarter. They still trailed by 8 points at the end of the 3rd. And a 24-11 run in the final quarter has seen them over the line. They've won the game by 5 points. On aggregate, they've won by 9. And it is their first EuroCup women's final title that they've picked up, and you believe that it's probably the first of many in years to come. The likes of Quanitra Hollingsworth was absolutely magnificent today. A double-double, 16 points and 10 rebounds for her. She completely took over in that final quarter and really was the reason why Yakin Dogu have come out on the winning end. And as I say, you do have to feel for Bellona AGÜ. It is yet another defeat in a EuroCup women's final. They also lost out in the Turkish Cup final as well to Yakin Dogu University. So they'll be sick of the sight of them here. Bellona would have been pretty happy, I'd imagine, at the end of the first leg, only to be 4 points down, as they trailed by double digits in that game. They did well to keep it close, and they got off to the perfect start in this second leg as well. So Yakin Dogu Universitesi, they say that winning becomes a habit, and they're certainly making a habit of it at the moment. They are incredible at home. They haven't lost at home. They haven't lost a EuroCup women's game on their own floor. I think Bellona would have been disappointed. The likes of Courtney van der Sloot had a pretty quiet game today. She wasn't able to influence things anywhere near as much as she did in the first leg. Chelsea Grace, well, she still played her part for Bellona. 16 points in the second leg to go with her 21 points in the first. But in the end, Yakin Dogu Universitesi just did what they've done all year. You can just see the stage being erected there for the presentation. And all the fans that have come out to support the team. There's an incredible atmosphere in both the first and the second legs. We got the final that we wanted, really. It was poised, it really did go down to the wire, certainly went down to the final quarter. But about halfway through this fourth quarter, you could just tell that Yakin Dogu were beginning to assert, beginning to dominate. And Bellona, well, they just struggled to get going. Have a look at some of the highlights in this second half.
Basketbol severler lütfen yerlerinizden ayrılmayın. Çok kısa bir süre sonra topa töreni başlayacak. Teşekkür ederiz.
Presumptuous getting the t-shirts made, obviously before the game, but I suppose when you've got a home record as good as Yakin Dogu Universitesi, you have a right to be that confident. Just make their way onto the stage now. Always disappointing for the losing side that they have to see all the celebrations from the winning side. Selfie sticks out, the phones are out. Moments that they don't want to forget. Luchanka there was absolutely superb as well today. After a quiet first leg, she really came to the party in the second leg and was a key reason why Yakin Dogu Universitesi are going to lift this title in just a couple of moments' time.
Futbol töreninde başlamadan önce bir kez daha çok güçlü alkışlar Yakin Dogu Üniversitesi için. Futbol törenimiz çok kısa bir süre sonra başlayacak sevgili basketbol severler. Sağlığınız için
Türkiye Ligi'ni de final oynayan.
Can't quite hear what Kalocioglu is saying there. Of course, he will be delighted. They'll pose for pictures, and I'm sure they will party into the early hours of the morning in Turkey. I don't know where the Bellona players have got to. Assuming they will still be needed to come and collect their runners-up medals at some stage. Van der Sloot there, second in from the left. She'll be disappointed, no doubt, with her own personal performance. And quite rightly, Juanita Hollingsworth gets a very big hug because she was the star today. She almost single-handedly turned this around in the fourth quarter. There is the trophy, a trophy that hasn't had a Turkish name on it since 2009, when Galatasaray lifted it. We spoke earlier about how the balance of power seems to have shifted in Turkey.
Sevgili basketbol severler, EuroCup kadınlar 2017 kupa töreni başlıyor. First, we will begin with the medals for the runner-up team of
So there are Bologna, who have just come out to receive their runners-up medals. They'll be disappointed, of course, but I hope they do take some pride and heart with the way they battled, the way they fought today. For a long period throughout the match, it looked as though it was going to be Bologna's name on the trophy this year. Touch that they've brought their kids and voters there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medals for the runner will be presented by Mr. Yakin Dogu, FIBA Executive Director, Euro. Piyanist Bellona AGÜ takımına madalyaları FIBA Kupa, icra sorumlu direktör Sayın Yakin Dogu tarafından takdim edilecektir. Bellona AGÜ Üniversitesi, 2 numara Chelsea Sayın, 4 numara Emin Waters, 5 numara Dina Aşkın, 7 numara.
For a third time, it is a runners-up medal. It goes around the neck of a Bellona player. I'm sure at some stage soon their luck must change. Cannot keep knocking on the door and not being allowed in. It will happen eventually. They may just have to suffer a bit of heartache before they get there. Obviously, visibly disappointed. They've taken a lot out of them, the Bellona players, and it probably didn't help. They were ahead for so much of this game as well. It's the hope that kills you.
Çok güçlü alkışlar hep birlikte bir kez daha Bellona AGÜ için.
Just have to post the photos. I'm sure they just want to get off and get back home as quickly as they possibly can. Not too many smiling faces there. So they will exit stage right and allow the champions to go and receive their medals, their trophy.
Ve sevgili basketbol severler, şimdi de EuroCup Kadınlar 2017 şampiyonuna madalyaları takdim edilecek.
All credit, just going to shake all their hands and wish them well. And now it is the turn of the champions in front of their home fans. It's a moment that no one in this arena will forget in a hurry. They'll first collect their medals and they'll then be able to lift the prestigious trophy.
EuroCup Kadınlar 2017 şampiyonu Yakin Dogu Universitesi takımına madalyaların FIBA Avrupa As Başkanı Sayın Simyan Durmaz ve FIBA Avrupa Başkanı Sayın Turgan Gameday tarafından takdim edilecektir.
Medals. This may take just a little bit of time to sort out. There is Courtney van der Sloot. Quite rightly gets a big round of applause from everyone inside the arena. 25 points in the first leg, remember. It was really van der Sloot that put them in a position to go on and lift this trophy today. Quanitra Hollingsworth, again, any doubt about it, was MVP today. Actually, she just said, I think they just said my name wrong. Angela Robinson instead of Angelica. She'll be too disappointed though. Still a few more medals to give out. With his medal. Universitesi side. They all seem to get on with each other.
Bir kez daha kutluyor.
And no doubt that has had some bearing to the success that they have had. There is the trophy. Biting of the medal that he so often does.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr.
So the formalities have been completed, and now it's time to bring on the trophy. Stunning looking trophy, and for the first time it will have the name of Yakin Dogu Universitesi on it, because this year's EuroCup Women's champions are the Turkish side. The 2017 winners are Yakin Dogu Universitesi. And if they continue in the same manner as they have done, you'd expect them just to continue to add their name to that beautiful trophy over the next however many years, as they look to try and dominate Turkish basketball, European basketball. They can keep the nucleus in their side that they have at the moment. There's absolutely no reason to believe why they can't do that. Deserving winners, they had to battle, they had to dig deep today. They did just that. A 63-58 victory on the day against Bellona AGÜ. So 5 points the margin of victory today, 9 points the margin of victory on aggregate after their 4-point win in Kayseri a week ago today. So Yakin Dogu Universitesi, the champions, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for your company, and no doubt we'll join you when the 2017-18 edition kicks off in however many months' time. So thanks for your company, and it is Yakin Dogu Universitesi who are this year's champions.
Congratulations once again to all teams, and best of luck in the future. Kupada mücadele eden tüm takımları bir kez daha tebrik ediyor ve tüm takımlara başarılar diliyoruz.